Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Be Unspecified Podcast. I am your host, Myles Frueh, and joined along beside me today is Pablo Garcia. Pablo?
One and only, man. I'm glad we could make it.
Me too.
We've been talking about this for...
Wow, now. Good while.
It's been a while.
Yeah. And I'm glad we were able to make it. I mean, almost did.
47
About 47.
minutes late?
About 47 minutes.
Approximately.
Yeah.
Slept through my alarms. Didn't
right.
hear it. It's just one of those days.
Good thing we're at a coffee shop, because now you got some coffee to help to get you awake there, man. That's your alarm right there.
Deja Blue Coffee Shop.
Mm-hmm.
Get your coffee.
Mm-hmm.
See this good-looking guy. Look at this guy.
Pablo. We are here recording in Streetside Studio 7 inside of Deja Blue here in the heart of Alexandria, downtown Broadway. And we have an absolute excellent podcast episode planned for you today. So we're going to get to it. This is the Be Unspecified Podcast, as you see there on that little beautiful backdrop. Well, maybe that mic's in the way there. But
That's beautiful.
Yeah. That's nice. Yeah. All right. Well, Pablo, we're just going to dive right in here. I'd say the first question that I have for you is, first, how you doing?
How am I doing?
Yeah, how you doing, man? How you doing?
Oh my gosh. Honestly, dude, I'm at the happiest point in my life.
Yeah?
I've never been this happy, dude.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just
Yeah.
feel so full of joy towards everyone.
Yeah.
Getting closer to my siblings.
That's good.
Finally being a big brother, dude.
That's awesome.
He is awesome.
That's awesome, man. I'm good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's good stuff.
I got one for you.
Yeah. Oh.
How are you doing?
Oh gosh. Well, I'm doing pretty good, Pablo. I'm doing pretty good. It's it's summer. We're out of school, finished up school, graduated. That's kind of that's a weird feeling.
Yeah.
It's a weird long ceremony.
It gets worse.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude.
You should be a motivational speaker, Pablo.
Yeah,
You said it gets worse? Yep.
You heard that? Straight up.
All right. Well, I'm excited about that. Then that's gonna be. Yep. No, it's it's good. Yeah, no, it's good. Like I said, summer. It feels good to kind of have that time to relax a little bit, kind of kick back. Gonna pick up some more stuff at the show again. That's gonna be fun. I got some more time to do that now, and yeah, it's gonna be a good summer, packed for sure. It's gonna go by like that. Yeah. Next thing you know, it's gonna be.
It's just gonna be a memory.
Yeah.
As all things come.
No. I agree with you there. Mm-hmm. Well, Pablo, I know you in your high school career and both into college now. You're big into wrestling, aren't you?
Man, I can't tell you how much I love wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Right now, I wrestle at University of Jamestown. And yeah, I got the opportunity to wrestle Division II now. It's
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that's big news for me, dude.
Congratulations. That's good stuff. Yeah. Division II. Now, I'm not educated about it. What is the what are the different divisions and what do they mean?
All right. Division II is basically the best of the best.
Okay.
And
okay.
Yeah.
You're the best of the best.
No, I'm in the middle. I'm Division II.
Oh, okay.
Because there's Division I, Division II, and guess what?
Division III.
There. Look at this guy.
Got the smarts.
I ain't got so looks.
Right back at you, Pablo.
But yeah, that's basically it. It just sets skills levels.
Okay.
To where you want to compete. It just
nice.
ensures that everyone can compete.
Oh, nice.
But yeah.
Good. Yeah. So you said you really love wrestling.
Yeah.
Did you have a chance to do it in middle school at all, or when did this start? When were you like, oh gosh, this is really fun. I want to do this. I want to do more of this.
All right. Here's the funny part. I joined first in 5th grade, I believe. It was like a trial.
Okay.
I had a buddy that wrestling was his life,
Yeah.
and I was just this rather fat kid,
Okay.
overweight, and I was just really insecure about myself.
Yeah.
But my friend, he convinced me. He was like, "Hey, Pablo, you should try wrestling for a bit." And I was like, "You know what, Mom, take me out there."
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, as soon as I step into the room, I'm getting made fun of for my weight. And that just breaks a kid's heart.
No. That'll do it.
It got to me, and I quit after 2 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
We're talking
grade.
about the sport that you love.
Yeah, the one I love now. And later, my sophomore year of high school, I joined wrestling again.
Wow.
I don't know what came into my mind.
Big break
do that
in
again. Yeah, huge break.
Something just sparked inside, and you're like, oh, let's pick it up again. How was it the second time around? A lot better.
I was much stronger.
Yeah.
I had way more confidence.
You're growing a little bit. You're like, okay, let's put the gloves back on. That's boxing.
Yep. Ah, look at you.
Let's put the. Do you put on a suit? Like kind of a, what is it called? Is it like
a leotard?
A leotard. Yeah. we'll put on the leotard and we'll get back in the ring.
Straps.
Oh, is it?
Yep. You got the reference.
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
And then, after my first year, it was a huge transition. Oh my gosh, just going into a room with a bunch of sweaty guys that I didn't even know. I knew no one on the wrestling team beforehand. But after my first year, I got way more comfortable. I started finding the love for it. I was like, you know what? This is something I want to be into.
Yeah.
Because wrestling, in a way, it gave me a title for myself. Because before that, I was just Pablo. I had nothing to go along with that. It's just.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's real.
Then it became Pablo the Wrestler for a bit. And then I was like, wow, this is a sport I love and I want to pursue it. So I did everything I can to get the best I could within those 3 years I had. And I had some success going into my senior year.
Yeah.
I sold for state, but I did better than a lot of people would have.
That's good.
One of the best ones on the team. And
finding that positive light in that. I like that.
Yeah. And along with that, I found myself in there.
Yeah.
Like, I found out who I was as a person. Because before wrestling, I had absolutely no idea what I was going to do with my life.
Yeah. And that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, even now, I'm almost 19 years old, and I still don't know what I'm going to do. Heck, I'll probably be 40, and I still don't know what I want to do.
It's amazing.
I mean,
but I think there's beauty in that, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
it really is.
Not knowing where you're going to be at, it just makes life so much more pursuing in a way.
It's almost as if the future is unspecified.
Subtle reference.
Yeah. I saw the target and I went
exactly
drew back and
bullseye.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, man. I'm happy for you. That's really cool. I'm glad you had that. At least that second time around, a lot better experience. And I'm glad you just did it. And how would you describe the difference between college wrestling and high school wrestling? Is there a big? I would assume there's got to be. You're at the high school level, and then you get to college, and there's a bunch of people who, then can go on to go on to pros, right? I assume there's even a level after that.
Yeah.
So there's got to be a next step up, right? How does that differentiate between the two?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, it becomes more than a seasonal sport. It becomes a lifestyle all year round. You have to focus.
All year round type thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have to focus on that even now.
Yeah.
We're in summer, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would think, oh, Pablo, you're done with wrestling, right?
Yeah.
No. I try to get on the mat 3 to 5 more times.
Even in summer.
Even in the summer. It's a grind, dude. Wow. There's just people in college, they're at a whole different level with experience.
Like that, yeah.
Just wrestling their whole lives, going into college, and then everyone has goals. Everyone has a passion for it, and everyone just has a dream, like to become a national champ.
Oh.
So
that'd be a title. Wow.
It's crazy.
I can see it right now.
You can even just hear in the name, the glory in it. Oh.
Yeah. There's a flag.
Yeah.
Beams of light start shooting out.
Exactly. It's just a beautiful thing to have. But personally, I don't think I'm ever gonna reach it. But I do have dreams.
Yep.
I do have dreams.
That's good to have dreams. That's good to have dreams.
But
it's good to shoot for.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna make my whole life about that, about becoming a national champ, because wrestling, the lessons are always going to be there from it, but wrestling itself, it's not something I'm going to be doing my whole life. I have my degree in college. I have a career I had to pursue in. And eventually I'll have a family to worry about. Then I'll carry on to wrestling to them, hopefully. And become this awesome cycle. That's just my dream.
That's awesome. Oh well. Speaking of your degree, Pablo, what is it that you're pursuing at the University of Jamestown? The old UJ, as they call it.
UJ. Yep. Jimmyville.
Wow. Jimmyville.
And now I'm doing a degree in psychology.
Oh.
And funny thing is, what made me want to do that was wrestling.
Really?
Yeah, you would.
Really?
It's a weird combination.
Interesting.
Huh? You wouldn't think that from touching sweating dudes that you would want to find out more about the mind and whatnot.
You'd be like, this makes me want to go into psychology.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It wasn't like a thing where I just, after a wrestling match, just like, I want to do psychology. It was not that type of thing. It was more of the atmosphere I was around, especially my senior year when I was captain of the wrestling team.
Oh yeah.
I just realized how many people looked up to me, especially the middle schoolers.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, I felt like an NBA superstar.
Yeah.
They talked about me. They glorified my name. I was just the thing to them.
The captain.
Yeah.
You're DK. They're like, oh wow.
Oh my gosh.
That's the captain. Yeah.
I've never been looked up to like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I am a leader to these kids. So I'm going to be the best role model I can.
Yeah.
And obviously, as a high school kid, I did do some mistakes.
As we all do.
Yeah.
It's a part of life.
Yeah,
if you did it all right, it wouldn't be. It just wouldn't be fun.
That's right.
It just wouldn't be fun. There's no failure to learn from. There's no mistake, and then it's, what can I do next? What's that next step?
Purpose for everything. I truly believe that.
Mm-hmm.
But then I just looked at these kids and I was like, wow, I really like working with them. And with each connection I made, I always found something personal about them. It was just something that naturally came to me. Mm-hmm. I would always bring something personal out of the kids that they don't usually tell anyone.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I just love talking to kids, helping them out, whatever they have to do, and just making them better overall. And I constantly did that throughout my senior year of high school, dude. And it's awesome. And I truly believe that if I didn't join wrestling, I wouldn't be at the point where I am now.
Wow. Yeah.
It's some deep stuff.
Well, that's one of those big things I think we all have in our lives where if you look back, it's like, if I didn't do this thing, it just could have been so different.
Exactly.
A completely different person.
I don't think I would have made a connection with Dylan. I probably wouldn't be here on this podcast with you if I didn't join wrestling.
Isn't that wild? I mean, if I didn't do the Unspecified show, I know I definitely wouldn't be right here.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just one of those things.
It's one of them. Yeah, I agree.
That's awesome, dude.
That's good. Yeah.
But, and then I was just like, I believe, because I committed super late to Jamestown.
Oh, yeah.
Probably, I believe, May. One day, me and Dylan were just sitting down and the College and Career Center at Alexandria Area High School. And all of a sudden, we're just like, what about Jamestown? And then, next thing you know, we signed up together, roomed together. Yeah. One of the best moments of my life, rooming with my best friend. And at first, we're 50-50 about it. For even after we committed, we're like, all right.
It's a big commitment.
Yeah.
It's like, hey,
it's a lot of thought into that.
Maybe different town, different lifestyle,
completely new life.
Yeah.
And at first, I didn't know what I wanted to do my major in, and then I really just sat with myself and just thought of, like I said, the experiences I've had with the kids, and I was just like, I think I want to do something with this. So now I'm thinking of getting my degree in psychology and going to grad school.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then hopefully get I'm still not sure how long I want to go, but I
Mhm.
think I'm settling on a school counselor
Ooh.
just to keep myself connected with kids.
Yeah.
And get this, I really want to coach high school wrestling.
There it is. As soon as you said, I was
Oh my
like,
gosh.
wait. I'm like, it'd be a perfect circle here, right?
Exactly.
That'd be
Oh my
super
gosh, and it would work so perfectly too, because I'd be involved with the kids still,
Yeah.
and just like coaching the kids too, and I
They
can help
love that.
them. Oh, I'm so excited, dude.
A wrestling, a counselor who is also the coach of wrestling.
exactly. I just be that guy.
Yeah, you just be that guy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, the kid. Oh, I know if I had someone like that at high school level or even just middle school level as a child, I would look up to you, man.
Oh,
I mean, that'd just be walking in the hall and be like, that's my guy right there. That'd be the fun teacher for
That
sure.
makes my heart warm up, man. Seriously.
I'm glad.
Seriously.
That's super cool.
It's touching.
How are the classes?
The classes?
Is it a? Would you describe it as like difficult, or is it kind of like, oh, I just breeze through it? Or
Okay, here's the funny part.
Oh.
In high school, I did, I think, 15 credits,
okay,
but I was not aware I did 15. I thought I only did 3 credits in high school. So, I don't know what classes I actually did, and I don't not remember taking them at all, but I ended up with 15 credits, and yeah, now I'm like a sophomore and a half, kind of, because I have 2 more classes to do for my core curriculums.
nice. And that's just first year.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's good.
So
You're knocking them out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as classes go, I'm kind of just getting through right now, man.
Yeah.
Because especially since it's like gen eds, like there's nothing really interesting out there yet for me personally. But when it comes to my psychology classes, right now, it's pretty boring stuff. Just annotating papers. Like I guess that's a big psychology thing. Just
annotating
going through-
papers?
Yeah.
Going through it with like a highlighter or like a pen.
Yes. And then just paraphrasing it. Like, keep in mind, these articles are like 25-page papers, and they're already paraphrased.
So you have to paraphrase the paraphrase.
I had to paraphrase the paraphrased article. So, why do I need that skill?
You'd be a beast. Someone tries to rob you, and you're like, hey, I'm a master paraphraser.
The way I convinced myself of how I could benefit out of that was, it's just a new way of thinking. Because I did realize that a lot of people could not do it like right away, but to me it just came easy. I don't know what it was, but I could paraphrase the paraphrased article. Really? Just like that. So it wasn't too bad. That was really easy. But I kept up with my classes pretty good. Ended up with like a 3.2 GPA.
Oh, nice.
With wrestling on top of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I didn't break my back about it
That's
that much.
good. That's good.
I feel like college is way easier than most people think.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I'm gonna agree with you there.
Yeah.
When I did PSEO my senior year full time at the tech college, it was a change I needed. At least for me, in the way I work, it's like you have a lot more responsibility, a lot more freedom, but with that freedom comes the responsibility of like, okay, it just kind of feels like it's ushering towards you that next stage of life where you're an adult. You're adult and you're making your own choices, your own decisions. It's like, okay, it's dawns on me to get this done. It's like the professor will teach a little bit, and then here's a little something you got to do. Okay, yeah, not too bad. And then you just kind of have a lot of free time. I mean, I was done with classes at like noon. Like it wasn't a 7 to 3 like in high school. It's like, okay, maybe a day you go in at 9, or another day it's like, oh, you got an earlier start at 8:30. But even still, it's nice, and I also like how it's not too long either. At least some of my classes for me, they were like just around an hour, and that's that nice time.
Exactly.
Where it's like,
yeah,
you could sit and you can still retain it when you're not sitting there like,
able to focus, just eyes up for all they're asking for is an hour.
Yeah,
for
that's
the
easy.
class. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, it's not even a movie.
No.
That's simple.
Not even like.
Yeah.
you'd still have 30 minutes of the movie left.
Yeah, not even 2 movies. Sometimes 2 movies are 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe even
gosh.
3.
Maybe
if it's
3.
really long.
That is true.
Like Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
Or I gotta think.
Yeah.
Listen, I can't think of a lot of 3-hour movies out there.
I think not many. Just because it's at least if I was a director, I wouldn't be like, well, Titanic.
Titanic,
Yep,
classic.
Titanic.
Film.
That's a classic. That's got to be. I'm pretty sure that's long.
That is.
I don't know why. I mean,
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
It is. I
It
believe
was
3 hours.
90s. James
90s.
Cameron.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of box office hits.
He does.
I mean, he's the master annotator of the movie world. I mean, he could touch a script and go, we're gonna make this a hit.
You can just feel it. Just hand on it.
Mm-hmm. It's like he was the editing articles.
Exactly.
Just see
exactly.
it. It's like,
it's his gift.
Yeah,
Maybe he did some psychology back in his day.
Yeah. Maybe he was a wrestler.
Maybe he was.
Yeah. That's
why movies and wrestling just connected with them.
They do. You never know.
They correlated
It's
perfectly.
Yeah,
yes.
It's like you never know.
No, but back on this, like what you said with your schedule and your free time. Yeah, that was the biggest change, and that was the change that I was worried about the most, because I thought to myself, I was like, oh, what if I'm irresponsible with this free time I have, and I abuse it? I do.
It's a very real question.
Yeah.
It's like you said, it's a big change of pace, big change of responsibility.
But like you said, it builds you up for your adult life.
It does.
It gets you into that routine, time management. But yeah, my first year, I say my time managing has gone up a lot, especially with Dylan being my roommate, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love Dylan for this. Like, he has a routine. Set bedtime, anything past that, he gets cranky, dude. And he lets me know that, hey, it's bedtime, Pablo. And he gets up at a specific time every morning. He's just routine kid. Oh my gosh, I love Dylan for this, because my time management, it was getting awful. As you could tell, 47 minutes late.
About 47.
Unspecified PR.
New PR, yeah.
PR.
If anyone watching or listening is ever a guest, I mean, if you ever try to beat it, I mean, don't. But if you ever try to beat it, it's 47 minutes past the original scheduled time.
If you do it on purpose, it doesn't count.
Yeah. It was accident. You slept in.
Yeah.
Which makes it a little bit better.
Yeah, I slept in. But what was I saying before?
Time management.
Time management, yeah. Because of Dylan, my time management got up a lot. I am able to build a routine now, be more responsible, and yeah, I feel myself growing up throughout college. It's just one of those pieces that I'm taking away from it, especially after my first year.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like college overall, it's nothing as I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be about meeting people, building friends, but the main thing for me is just like finding myself and who I am as a person.
Yeah.
Like, when thick comes to thin, a lot of people can't explain like who they are, what they're good at, what makes them them. And I was able to find that. Now I know who I really am. And
that's awesome, man. That's a real treat, especially to go through life saying you got that at is that 19?
Yeah, 19.
Wow, that's impressive.
Thanks,
I mean, that's really a great thing to be able to say that. I'm glad. It definitely shows too. I mean, when you walk in or any interaction I have with you, it's just you're just beaming with joy. It's like, I love that. It rubs off on people too.
Really?
Even me. It's like, the day's gonna be good.
That makes me so happy, dude.
It's like a refreshing cup of tea.
Exactly.
You just it just warms the soul. Yeah.
Oh, it's the same thing with you though. Like as soon as I see you, it's just like it can't help but bring a smile to my face, dude. Like even when I didn't know you throughout middle school. Like, I just known you as the suit kid.
Yeah,
obviously.
The suit. Yep.
Like, I just saw a kid walking around with a gingerbread suit, and I was like, oh, that's a suit kid. Everyone was like that. That's a suit kid. I just looked at you, even in middle school. I would look at you, and I couldn't help but smile. I was like, he's a good guy. He's a good kid.
I appreciate that, man.
Oh, my gosh, and it just progressed now. Now you're just like, more joy with you. You just
Yeah.
I can't help but just be in a good mood around
Me
you.
too.
Seriously,
Me too.
just one of those people.
Thank you, Pablo. I appreciate that.
Exactly.
Well, the next question I have for you now, pivoting kind of toward that final stage now. What are you doing this summer? I heard you got a new job. How's that going?
All right. My new job is in Minneapolis, and I work with my brothers.
Yeah.
He owns a commercial cleaning company.
Oh, nice.
Where basically I'm just a professional maid. But yeah, on a daily basis.
Hey.
I just do. People move out of apartments, deep clean them, make them brand new again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
brand new. Like just like small details you wouldn't even notice, like ledges of windows, just little stuff.
Wow.
Like
You just see it. You just see it and you pick it apart.
Yeah. Like it just it gives you new eyes. Like now I can see that this place is. You could use some work. You could use some work.
You see, I bet that same with probably look like musicians when they hear music on radio and they're like, we're taking that note a little bit differently. You're like,
Exactly.
You can't walk into a building now without being like,
Exactly. A little dusty here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I do love it. There hasn't been really any slow days because every day it's a different building, different apartment, different mess.
Mm-hmm.
There's been instances where have ran into human. How do I say this?
I think I know what you're going to.
Human. Is it called human waste? Yeah.
Really?
The walls of the bathrooms.
You said the walls.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's happened once. It's not a common thing.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Wow.
But
That's just.
Yeah, it's just it humbles you for sure. But otherwise, I do like the job. It gives me an opportunity to get closer with my brothers, and just with his family overall, and getting used to the Minneapolis life. Like it does change you. There's.
I bet. I mean,
different.
Way bigger city than Alexandria.
A lot of different people, a lot of different personalities.
Yeah.
But the thing that I am kind of struggling with is the time part about it. There's been many instances, especially throughout this month, like where I would just go on streaks of just having 4 hours, 3 hours of sleep, and just waking up, downing two cans of Ghost. So it's about 400 milligrams of caffeine, and now it's catching up to me. Now I'm barely feeling anything.
I hear you.
From the caffeine.
That was me for a while, Pablo. I think I really sat down one day, did the math, and I was like, I'm 18 years old having an average of 500 to 600 a day. Yeah. I'm like, I can't function without it. And I'm like, that's where it gets bad.
I do feel it catching up to me. Like sometimes I feel on edge, or I'm just like more anxiety on me for some reason. I'm just like, what the heck? Why am I nervous? I'm never nervous, and it just hit. And I'm like, it's the caffeine. Yeah, that's what it is. With there's side effects with everything you take. That
is true. Hey, it can't just all be good. If it was all happiness and rainbows, everyone would be
Exactly.
There's a little bit here, and then there's a little bit here.
It's all things with life.
That balance,
exactly.
That scale.
That balance. Wow, it's just that. But just 4 hours of sleep, and then I'm fitting in, eating 3 times a day. Sometimes I do forget to eat for the first time in my life. It's just like, holy crap, I didn't eat all day, but I'm too tired to eat. And I'm fitting working out in there, and I try to keep my wrestling shape in there. So then comes along the 40-minute runs, and then just makes my workout so much longer.
For wrestling. 40-minute runs.
I probably get about depends how good I'm feeling, like 3.5, 4 miles.
Good. That's not bad.
That's exactly.
That's good.
Just enough to keep me sweating.
That's a good pace.
Get my lungs burning a little bit.
Lungs get real burning.
What I do love about that is I never understood the term runner's high until I actually experienced it. Dude, it's unreal. It's euphoric.
It's nice.
It's so different.
I mean, especially I did track and cross country from middle school and into high school, and some of those days when you're just running and you just zone everything out, and it's just, you're just clear.
Complete tunnel vision. It's
just
so
flying.
therapeutic. Yes. Oh my gosh.
The best is when you phase out. You don't even realize you're running. You're just existing on Earth and just soaking everything in, and it does feel like in the movies where time slows down or something like that.
Yeah.
It feels like that.
You forget about everything. You're not worried about how long have I been running, how far do I have left. It's just, am I tired?
Yeah.
You just phase everything out, and it's just complete tunnel vision.
And there are some of those days. There are some of those days where you do feel it. You're like, you're checking that watch. You're like,
Exactly.
still got another mile left to do.
Yeah.
How long have I got?
Days, obviously, those days. But at the end of every running session, I'm always runner's high. It's worth it.
Like I said, it's that balance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is that balance.
That is
obviously.
that.
But yeah, keeping in shape for wrestling, and it does catch up onto me. Like, especially as I'm getting older. I used to be able to do that, like throughout high school, just 5 hours of sleep consistently, and I was fine. I get up, get through my day, whatever. But as I'm getting older, I do feel like catching up with my body more. Like,
me too.
It just, you wake up some days and it just feels like you fell down the stairs because your body hasn't recovered. Especially with me working out, my muscles are still healing. It's just terrible, and then you get into this terrible pattern of just naps consistently. Naps, and then with that comes the high caffeine intake. And it just becomes a brutal routine.
Oh, especially after, like you said, especially after a leg day, you get up, you put the feet on the ground, and you go,
try to get your ground. Exactly. It's so bad.
Hope you have a cane mind too.
Yeah. It's like, and then even after like these naps, like, I just proceed, my body's healing, and I just proceed to feel worse. Even after the naps, my body it's just having a hard time just adjusting. But then the weekend comes, and I get to sleep in. But sleeping in, it takes up a lot of your day, dude.
It does. I agree.
A lot of time.
It's like, I woke up at, first time in a long time, I woke up at 10 o'clock. I think probably last week on a weekend. And I went, where's my morning?
Exactly.
It's gone.
You just had to, like...
Next thing you know, it was the afternoon. I'm like, I just lost the whole morning.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
it's like,
it was the Saturday morning.
I still got a lot of stuff to do.
I'm like, now I gotta cram it in.
Yeah, that is the downside to that, but it is always good to take those days. Just those days, hey, I need to relax. I need to sleep a couple more hours. I just need to recuperate.
I hear.
Exactly. But other than that, I say I'm enjoying the job way better, but I am coming back this month after I believe Jamestown camp.
Oh.
Yeah, wrestling camp.
Yeah.
So after I'm done with that, I'm gonna come back here and make here's my announcement, making an official comeback to Qdoba. Alexandria Qdoba. Yep.
They remodeled. Yeah. They're ready for you. They heard, and they're like, we gotta roll out the red carpet.
Working there is something else. Like, my last couple months there, last year, I hated that job.
Yeah.
Absolutely despised it.
Yeah.
Just the people I worked with, their personalities were cool. All of them were different.
Yeah.
For sure. That's the one thing I can say. They're all different in their unique ways, but they're cool people.
Yeah.
I could find something to click with. Yeah. But the work ethic, I was laziest people ever, dude. And if any Qdoba employees are listening, take this as a learning lesson. Because, wow, like, there's been so many times where I would have to just put everything onto myself, and I'm worrying about so much more than I have to when I'm in the same position as them. We're all just front crew employees. Yeah. It should be balanced. I shouldn't have to be worrying about more things.
You should be acting like the manager.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I felt every time I was there, and I was like, dude, I'm basically a shift lead at this point. But oh my gosh, dude, just doing so much more than I have to. And then I do tell them and I hint to them, but sometimes they're just kind of too slow just to catch on. The tables need to be done, and I was like, Wow, those tables need to be down. Those tables, man. Wow, I already cleaned them 5 times today. I think...
We just like throw a cup on the table. Wow, look at those tables.
Those tables, right? And
try to snooze. The tables.
But, dude, they are smart about it, and
That's good.
I know how they work because I used to be in that phase. You know, your first job is like, oh, whatever. It's like
It's a learning curve.
exactly.
Yeah.
You build your work ethic off of it, and I was at their place at one point, just like not caring, not doing my part as an employee, and so I do have a little bit more leniency when it comes to that. So but I still try to teach them. It's just like, because I had those people with me to tell me, hey, Pablo, you're doing a crap job. You need to step it up.
Yep.
I've had those talks, like,
They'll put you in your place.
Yeah,
They'll get
they
you.
do.
Yep. You don't have to make that mistake again.
Yeah, and then after my 3rd talk, the work ethic came, and I was just on it. Never had to get reminded again.
No.
Everyone loves me there. I'm an awesome person to work with. I get my stuff done, dude.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but just when it comes to the current employees there, it's like, hey, man, like, what are you doing? Come on.
Yep.
Like,
But he's making a return.
exactly. Making my return. My turn.
I hope it's better this time around for you, man.
I do. I hope so too.
Yeah.
Short term, it isn't that bad, because I'll be going to college mid-August, anyways.
Yeah.
But man, I'm just
I might see you there. I'm DoorDashing now around Alexandria.
really.
So
I have to make some of your orders.
I
man,
get
seriously.
I get some orders from Qdoba, and I might pop in to see you every now and then.
Really?
That'd be a
Just
treat.
that-
Yeah.
I guess there is good that comes out.
Hey, Tony.
Tony Baloney.
I love Tony.
But there's light in it. I get to, in a way, connect with everyone in the community. Like, some people I haven't seen in like years, and they're just like, Pablo, how are you doing? I'm like, holy crap, I haven't seen you forever.
Yeah.
It just keeps me connected with everyone. And then some stories come out like, oh my gosh, Pablo, I haven't seen you since this and then. I'm like, oh really, dude? Oh, it's so nice to see you. And then they keep on coming back because they know I'm there. Like, I guarantee a lot more people are going to be coming back to Qdoba because of me. I just 100%.
I love that. I love that.
100%.
Yeah. And I know I would too. If I heard Pablo, if I was working there and I heard Pablo Garcia was coming back,
Thanks, Myles.
I'd be signing right
I
up
really
right away.
appreciate that.
Of course.
But yeah, official return to Qdoba.
I love that.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
But
Well,
how's your DoorDash experience?
It's good. It's not bad. Yeah, I mean, I take it with a grain of salt to offer it to other people because what I do, there's less orders for me. But I try to move away from that greed, and I say it's a good experience. Is it stressful sometimes? Sure. Will you road rage when you're driving? Yeah.
Lose your mind a bit.
Yeah. You will yell at the top of your lungs a couple of times, but it's just a flexibility being able to be like, yeah, I got a couple hours before I have this appointment. Let's earn a little bit of money.
Exactly.
Yeah, be like, I got to end right now.
That's awesome for you,
It's
dude.
that flexibility, and especially as a college student, that helps fit in its schedule nice. Busy man, and it helps. It gives you a little extra. I mean, you're not making $100 an hour, but you're not making nothing.
It's better than doing nothing.
Yeah.
Especially, it's so easy with that spare time just to sit on your phone.
Yeah,
and sit
I know. I could scroll on TikTok for an hour, or I could do a couple of deliveries out in the world, see some sights.
Yeah, exactly. Meet some people.
Yeah. I met some great people. There are a couple people where I walk in and they'll greet me. They'll be like, "Hey," they call me the Dashing Dasher. I'm like, "Hey, that's awesome." So it's a good experience. I like it. I recommend it to anybody who's watching. If you're looking for a little something to do, if you're like, I'm on my phone too much, but I don't really, you're too nervous, or you just don't have the time or whatnot to get like a set job with a long schedule, just try it out. I think you have to be 18 to do it, though. Don't quote me, but I think you have to be. Don't quote me, but little Google, just do a little Google.
Classic Google.
Yeah. But I think 18, and then you got that option. So
Really? That's awesome for you, dude.
Thank you.
Like, just building that routine at such a young age, that's gonna carry you a long way. Because like, there's been so many times where, like even me now, I mean, along with other people, I'm sure they can relate, where you just have like an hour or two just to kill. It's like enough time to, how do I say it? It's not enough time to do something big, but it's enough time to do something with it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But just dashing whenever you can, making the spare money for you to spend. Yeah. It's awesome. Seriously. It's taking you a long way.
Thank you. Well, I think we'll wrap it up here for the podcast. Gosh, Pablo,
time to fly.
It does, doesn't it? That's what I say about the podcast. I mean, it just feels like a conversation, and then the camera happens to be there.
Yeah,
just happens to be recording it. And gosh, it's fun to finally have you on this, Pablo. I'm excited. I'm excited to post this. I'm excited for you guys to see it too, and to hear it too if you're listening on Spotify. Which brings me to my next point. Subscribe if you aren't subscribed. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button too if you liked it. If you didn't like it, you can hit the dislike button.
Drop a comment.
Yeah. I like seeing the comments. I like responding.
They're to me as well.
They're fun. Yeah. And then if you're listening on Spotify, I don't know how Spotify works, but follow or whatever you do on Spotify, save it or
Heart
whatnot.
it up.
Yep. Get a little heart on there too.
Amp them up. Yeah.
Well, thank you everybody so much for listening and watching to the Be Unspecified Podcast, and I hope you have a absolute wonderful rest of your day.
Deuces.
Thank you again, Pablo. Thank you again.
This was so awesome.
I agree.
It was so good talking to you, dude.